Hello everybody, Raptor King of the West here, and today we are back in Minecraft Dinosaurs. And I apologize about the last of episodes last week. I was sick, and I had actually lost my voice, so I genuinely could not record. Now, everything that we were going to do last week, we're going to do this week. So, nothing has changed. I might do a couple more things in this episode just to make up for the lack of episode last week. But, first thing I have to do, I originally did this in the intro, but in the original recording I had some problems. I named one of the Longotomuses, if I can find him. The problem is now I have to find him. Is it you? No, it's not you. So it's you. Hello, Nemo. I had to find Nemo. Living up to the name already. Yeah, one of you guys were super awesome, and you left a name in the comments below, which was great. You left a couple names. I only went with one just to give some other people an opportunity to name some if they want to, and if they don't, then I'll use the other name in the future. Now, once we sleep, we're going to a new area. We're going to a new area, because in real life, it has been snowing for weeks. And I'm in a really, really snowy mood, honestly. So we're gonna go to an Arctic outpost that I want to build. Here's the area that I've scouted out for it, if we look here. It's a very snowy area. Exactly what we're going for. I have tried to get as much of the stuff beforehand as I could, and I have photos on my phone to use as a guide so that I can actually make this. So that's about all I can actually ramble about here. Apologize about the cough in advance. That's going to be sticking around for a little bit. I'm sorry. I don't like it either. Alright, so the base for how I have this set up is 14 by 15, not 14 by 15, 19 by 14, so let's just pick a point, like here. Oh, I forgot how quick snow is to break. Okay, can I? Yes, I can. Okay. I forgot how fast snow breaks. Okay. So, what block was this? This was 786. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14... 14, we could go further that way, but hold on. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Okay. That's gonna be this axis, I guess. The reason that I built this one, like I designed this off camera, and that's because I want a really weird triangular roof for it. Because why not? Why not be weird? I think that that's more fun that way. We need x negative... 43? Not 43. 83? Right? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. I did want this to go into a wall, so this is fine. This is actually how I wanted this to go. So far, we're in the clear. Biggest problem is stone. Wasn't like super wanting to deal with, but that's okay. Yeah, no, this is... I didn't want to mine stone. That wasn't on my to-do list. We are going to have so many snowballs. This is going to be a problem, I feel like. Alright. Just turn that all into snow blocks. And have 2 left. That'll be fine. Yeah, I did want this to go into a wall, so that's fine with me. Hold on, this way. And this one needs to go back. How high up does this go? Did I, like, make a mistake on what area I picked? I might have. 82. And then one more. That goes much further back than I expected. That's okay. That's okay. It'll work out. It might mean that I have to cover some of the roof in snow later, is the only thing. I should have dug this out beforehand, really, so that we could just get started. It's fine. It's fine. Whatever. I never plan this stuff out very much anyway. Just this build and the lodge. And the only reason I plan this one out is the roof. I have a vision of a very triangular roof. And I was right, it would have been very difficult to freehand build. So I am glad that I did this the way that I did, designing it beforehand. Jade doesn't tell you the difference between powdered snow? That is evil. I'm kinda glad it doesn't tell you the difference. I think it's more fun that way, but that is evil. Alright. So many snow blocks. But we'll have a lot after. Also, should mention, if we have time, only if we have time, I make no promise, we will get a Smilodon enclosure. It will not be able to be finished this episode, because Smilodons did not live in a very cold biome in the Ice Age. They lived in more of a savanna sort of biome. So what we'll do is we'll put a roof on the enclosure eventually, and then the environment in it. But for today, we'll probably, if we even get to it, we will probably just focus on getting the enclosure itself in, and then putting the roof and stuff on top of it after. Because as I said, even though they don't all actually live in this biome, I do want them to all be here. It just makes it's more fun thematically. And if that means that I have to make 100 different enclosures and biomes in enclosures is really more what I meant to say there, then so be it. I think it's more fun, and that's what I'm going for here. This is my series. I'm allowed to make weird choices. Right? I'm allowed to do what I want. If that means I could have put this, like, way back here. I didn't need to make it so that I had to dig out a mountain. It's fine. We might have to terraform it a little bit, but I think we can make that look good. Yep, this might be more of a building episode for a bit. All the episodes are. This one might not have a new creature in it for a bit, though. But we need infrastructure. I keep skipping over infrastructure to build more enclosures. I don't have access to water here, do I? I was kind of thinking I could pour water on the powdered snow. Is that even a thing, though? Where's my nearest water source? Like, waypoint to a water source. Village. I just want to test this theory now more than anything. And then have the snowballs. I don't need them. Arctic outpost. Head back. And And let's find some powdered snow, because I'm wearing boots. Leather boots, so I should be fine. Yes! Oh, it deals with it. Is that at the right level, though? That... It won't solve the problem, but it's gonna make my life so much easier. Not so much easier. It'll make my life marginally easier. Oh, that's perfect. Kinda. Powdered snow can be removed with water buckets. This is great. Oh, okay. There we go. We're back up. Just... Doesn't need to be perfect. I have plenty of snow blocks to fix this all with. Okay. How badly did I mess up everything? Not very. As I said... Hold on. I have the snow blocks to cover up my mistakes. I think that area was meant to be normal. There we go. Am I right? I was. Yes! And look at that. Look at that. We've removed all of the powdered snow, I think, actually. That worked! I am so happy that that worked. It is turning to night, and I did not bring a bed to the new outpost, and it's snowing. I'm okay if it snows, as long as it doesn't lag the game, which it might do. That's the only reason I really hate rain in Minecraft, especially when I'm recording, is because it lags. That is my one concern. Hey, it's snowing! Everybody get in cover. There we go. It's raining here. Snowing in the Arctic base. Arctic outpost. Eventually we will set up the monorail system. I'm working on some designs for it. I don't want to have to use, like, references on my phone for how to build the monorail system. I just want to know generally what I'm going for. And I have some ideas for the actual monorail itself, like the actual track. Why do I keep hitting Q? There we go. I have ideas for the actual track, however, I need to work on the stops, the place where the train will actually stop and people can get on or off. I think it would be cool, although I think it's also unfeasible, if we could get that train to be moving using just vanilla redstone. Because you can do some really cool stuff with flying machines, and I've looked into it. You can make flying machines turn. But I feel like creating a flying machine that can turn and also looks good and like a monorail train, whatever those are called, that is going to be relatively unachievable. If someone knows how to do it, that would be awesome, and please send me the video, but I have no idea if it's a feasible thing to do. If it's not, we'll just build a monorail train. I really don't know what it's called, but if it is feasible, I will set up the infrastructure for that. I will do what I have to do to make that work, because that would be so cool. And I don't just want to get, like, create in here. That's not the spirit of what I want in this world. I don't know why create doesn't feel as Minecrafty as the mods that I do have here. And I'm trying to keep it relatively low on mods, with the only extra mods I have being quality of life, or the painting mod, which is very much a very minor Minecrafty thing. It feels like a feature that they could add to Minecraft pretty successfully. I don't think it's a feature they would add, especially because we have map art. I just don't want to do map art. That requires a lot of blocks and a really large area. And that just doesn't sound like fun to me. That's not true. It can be fun. It is less fun in survival, though. Oh, I need to get rid of so many snowballs. You know what? Terraforming in this biome is going to be really easy, though, because we are going to have endless amounts of blocks. More than we could ever possibly need. We will never need this much snow. And that's going to be the only block that we need to terraform with outside of enclosures. So, it's definitely going to be something. Almost have this area ready to actually start the build. We're getting there. We are getting there. Yes. No, this area is gonna feel a lot more scientific than the Ranger Lodge, because I feel like there's probably people visiting this part of the zoo. I think there probably definitely is, and we will set up guest services and, like, hotels and stuff. But the main people out here are the scientists studying our Cenozoic animals. So it's going to be a lot more science infrastructure, while the main area of the zoo is going to be a lot more guest infrastructure, I think, personally. And since this is my world with my established lore, I get to make whatever decisions I want. And my decision is, sciencey area, I don't know. What are the consequences of that? Boring, no, not boring infrastructure. I'll still make it fun. It'll still be fun. I feel like all of the labs here would be labs that guests can go in, which means that they're gonna be fancier looking than your standard lab. That's just how I feel this would all get set up. I don't know. I just make the established lore of my own world and deal with it later. Go away, snowballs. I don't need you. Yet. I'll need you for terraforming at some point, but not right now. Excuse me. Yeah, that is gonna linger. That cough. We have a bunch of new people to the channel lately, which is awesome. So they do not know. After I get sick, I cough for like a month. It is not fun for me either. But it's fine. So we will just live with it. Almost have the concrete slab down, guys. We can almost start building the actual base. We're getting somewhere. And then, yeah. I picked this area because I wanted interesting geography. But I didn't want... Did I make this the wrong size? How did I mess this up? This should be 19. 772 and 790. hold on. 772, 790. That's 18. So this is a block short. And this, negative 669 to 683. That's right. How have I messed this up? Did I not get enough? What have I done wrong? What have I... Did I miscount? I might have miscounted. Hold on, though. Okay, because... This needs a middle, though. This direction needs a middle. So that I do actually have to fix. We can deal with the rest of that later. But I do need a middle, because I want a specific door. How have I messed this up? Okay, so hold on. How have I done this wrong? Like, feasibly, how have I messed up my own... So it wasn't 14, obviously. But this is too many blocks, so... Am I supposed to have 9 left over? What did I do wrong? What? I genuinely... I don't know... Okay, I'm gonna count. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right. 7. 7. That's 14. Plus 3. 17, 18, 19. That is 19. That is correct. 8. 14. 19 by 14. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and then 14. We're missing 19 blocks. Somehow. How did I mess this up? How did I mess this up? It's not in here. We're gonna throw some cobblestone in there, because I have to deal with this now. How did I leave it in a chest? Stone. No. How did I mess this up? I'm perplexed by how I have messed this up. I don't know how I've done it, guys. Okay, whatever. We'll leave that to smelt. We'll come back in a bit. Because we have the rest of this thing to build. Okay. Let's hope that I got the rest of these numbers right. So disappointed in myself. Okay. This block here this is our final row. We're just gonna... Because I need to build still. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That should be right. We'll see. We'll see. I should have extra of the concrete. And then... Hold on. Okay. That's why there's a 2-block center. I was gonna say, something's not right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Huh? Am I going crazy? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20? 20? So it was right the first time? How can I not count? How can I not count? I should be able to count. Okay. Fine. This is fine. Wasting coal. Okay. And 3 left. We should have 3 left. Those will come up very soon. We need this. Okay. Why can I not count? That should be something I'm good at. I have lived on this planet for more than 3 days. I should know how to count. There we go. Okay. Doors. Just slap these there so that I can get the doors in. Okay. Let's look at the rest of this layer here. Let's get in our trash can. We're doing a couple of decorations. Should be here. Why do I have a trash can here? I don't know. I think that's where it is. I don't know. Apparently I can't count, so I can't trust anything that I say. I needed to get so many slabs for this build, but it'll all be worth it, I promise. I didn't bring fences with me, so that's gonna be a problem in a bit. And then we have another post here. Yeah. How many is that from? 4. Okay. Is that right? That looks right to me. Okay. See? I know how to build, guys. I know how to build. I have forgotten a bunch of the stuff that I needed, but that is not the problem. We're also gonna just do that there, and yeah, you can't actually get back to this part, so that's probably going to be an unintentional mob farm if I don't change something about it eventually, but for now, I'm not going to worry about it, because I've already messed up enough. Okay. Let's just try and get this going without messing any more of it up. The roof is going to be where I think I'm going to make the most mistakes, though, unfortunately, because I've designed a really complicated roof for some reason. Not for some reason. It looked cool. It looked so cool in the building world. Of course, now I actually have to make it exist, and at some point I need to get the fences. And you will see why. It will make sense. Is that... Yeah. That's how I did this in this. Okay. That one might actually be supposed to have another slab under it. I don't know. We should have a lot of leftover slabs, realistically. So if I don't have leftover slabs, I've done something wrong, actually. Which would be maybe a nice problem to have, as long as the roof gets finished. Alright, next layer up. Climb on. 4. And then... that is another in. 2. 2. Yes. Glass. Just normal glass panes here. Although I did bring some other glass panes so that we can put some icicles on the build later. Because I think that would look cool. That wasn't in the original design, that's a me original. Which is interesting, because it's my own original build already, so... Alright. I have to decipher my own images now, though. 1, 2, 3, 4... 5? Is that really supposed to be a full block there? Yes, because that... okay. Oh, why have I built this way? And why are all my photos top down? That was a bad idea. For a very triangular roof. That is my own fault, though, that I've done that. Okay. How did the layer before look? Layer before looks like over here. Okay. Let's think for a second here. I apologize. Oh, I've made this terrible for myself. What is that even supposed to mean? How did I do that? Okay, hold on. How does the final roof look like? What was I going for? What was I going for? Okay. That doesn't help at all. You shouldn't be a full block, surely. Maybe you should be? Maybe? I don't feel like you should be. Okay. We're gonna leave that like that for now. What am I doing? Okay. Sure. It doesn't need to be exactly the same. It doesn't need to be exactly the same as my reference. Because I can change it later, off camera, when I'm not pressured to know what I'm doing. And then... those have to be blocks. Surely, those have to be blocks. But then, oh, this next layer is not going to make any... Okay. Sure. Why did I make this roof this way? Oh. Okay. You know what? We're going to be calm. We're going to be chill. We're just going to do the next layer of light gray terracotta. 2 blocks here. 2 blocks here. 1 here. That's going to connect all the way over here. 2, and then 2 here. That should be right. Great. Okay. We're calm. We're gonna go to sleep, and we're gonna be calm about the fact that I don't know what I'm doing, even though I designed the build. Why am I the way that I am? I don't know. Gonna grab just some random fences. They don't need to be the ones that I end up using long term, but... Okay. Oh, okay. Hold on. Alright. 1... I don't know how that is that. I can build, I promise. Is that how I did that there? That might be how I did that there. I don't know. Not really sure. Okay. We're gonna pretend like everything is going well. Oh, goodness me. Oh, goodness me. What even is this? Not that. That's fine. What even... Okay. Is that not how that's supposed to be then? That's not how that's supposed to be then. But there's no... Did I really design that? Like that? Because then that has to go up. Is that... Okay. One. Yep. Okay. Okay. We're gonna ignore the center. We're gonna ignore the center for a minute. Even though this isn't gonna be any more comprehensible. Okay. I mean, that's an easy start. I know that has to be how that goes, I think. Maybe not exactly like that, but that has to vaguely be how that goes, just because of the shape of this roof. Okay. This section of roof might be easy, actually. Oh, not if I do that. Why is that how that works? Okay. That's gonna be like that for now, but that's only because of how the next layer is gonna be. Is that... Should that be up more? Is that... This needs to be a full block. That needs to be a full block. And then... The inside might not need to be full blocks. The inside shouldn't be full blocks, even, actually, I would argue. I don't know. I built this. How do I not know? Ah! I'm scared. What am I doing? It'll look good. We have to trust the process. We just have to trust the process. I pre-built this. It can't look bad. Well, okay, that's not exactly true. It could look terrible. Could look how it looks right now. I don't know how it looks right now. I'm not willing to look and find out. And then that needs to be... The center... I'm gonna build over there like this. This is how the center has to be. And I'm not sure how. That has to connect out. Right, okay. So that's gotta be a full block. And that's fine. That's fine, I think. Is that really the height that goes to all the way back here? Some of the... Or, no, maybe that's the block up. I think I'm back on track. We're fine. Guys, I told you to trust the process. Are you trusting the process now? Start trusting it. It'll be fine, I promise. How long have we been trusting the process for? Only 40 minutes. Might edit this video down a little bit, just because of all the trusting of the process that it involves. I don't want to make you guys have to trust the process that much. Maybe I do, actually. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. Ever. That's not true. I don't know what I'm doing right now, though. I have a guide, and I have no idea what I'm doing, so that's not a great sign. These have to go up. At some point, I'm not actually going to be able to reach the top of those. Can I throw these in here? Let's throw those in there. Okay. 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 This is fine. This might look a little bit rougher than what I intended it to, but that can be fixed with polish off camera. Is that right? It looks right. Oh, you know it's not right? You know it is not right? I don't know how they have to go, but I need some blocks down here. I think they vaguely go like that. I don't know. Just trust the process. Just trust in the process. How am I supposed to trust that? Trust the process. Just trust the process. Me. That's all we gotta do. We just gotta trust the process. I'm not crazy. There was an idea here. There was a will. There is a way. I just have to trust the process. I just have to trust the process, and everything will be fine. Yes. Yes, we just have to trust the process. On an unrelated note, I don't trust the process. I know how this build ends up, and I don't trust the process. This looks deranged, and my own instructions for how to construct it don't look any better. Okay. I mean, let's start with... that needs to go out. There. Okay. Yeah. You get the slab up, I guess. I don't know. I don't make the rules. Some point I did. I don't anymore, though. What I am looking at is genuinely... I don't know how at one point this was a coherent build in my mind. Is that... No. That's where the weird step down is, right here. Okay. Yeah, yes, yeah, okay, so let's... How far back does that have to be full blocks for? I feel like those go up, so those can be... You don't get to be a block. You only get to be a slab. And then... This layer is relatively... Oh, okay. This layer is relatively flat, I think. What am I doing? What's going on? How did I make this make sense in my head? That's what I want to know. This back area is just fully like that. Alright, so that, and then that is going to be full blocks, that's going to be full blocks. And then goes across like this again, because again, this back area, I designed it to be a little bit on the flatter side. It's going to go in the center, 2 in. So that'll go like that, and that can go like that, I guess. I don't know. I'm not 100% sure what's going on. But I think it's working. Somehow. I don't know. Guys, I don't know what I'm doing. I thought I knew what I was doing. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay. This side has 2 blocks there. Don't know why. They're not on the other side. This side, in the center, goes down here. And then, for some reason... Okay, well, that's not what I meant. That is kind of what I meant. Maybe? I don't know. I should have brought a bed. Do I have a spare bed? I can make it red. I can make a... No. We don't do red for our Arctic base. This bed can be red. Do I even have the stuff to make another bed? We do have a sheep now, but I would need another wool. I have 3 wool. And some planks. Just literally 3 planks. And... blue dye. Do I have green dye? I have cactus green. Do I have the dye, though? I would really like to make cyan. Feel like cactus green dye is a drop from... I feel like it's a drop from... Oh, no. Okay, hold on. Crafting, that's not vanilla. Could have sworn that was a thing that you could get from an analyzer. Oh! If I have green... No, it's not in there. I would have thought I had cactus green. Oh well, we'll smelt some. That's fine. I just want a cyan bed. That's what I want. I think that would be much more fun. If I get to have fun with the colors of my bed, and I will always pick red, because that's what it used to be all the time in Minecraft, for those of you who are newer to the game and don't know that. Minecraft beds used to only come in red. Now they come in all sorts of fun colors, like cyan. So my main bed, I always make it red. Just a micro nostalgia trip, really. Alright, we'll just throw the bed there for now. It doesn't really matter. Back to being confused by my own building instructions. Let's go. Yeah. Oh, right. I forgot. We were just here. No. Not what I meant. Because we need that to go down. Maybe? What am I doing? Guys, what am I doing? Do you know what I'm doing? Because I don't know what I am doing. And it would be nice if one of us knew what was going on. This video will get at least 5 views. As long as one of the 5 people watching knows what's going on, we're good. I don't need to know what's going on. As long as somebody, literally anybody, knows what's going on. It doesn't have to be me. It never has to be me. You would think it has to be me, because this is my channel and my series. No, does not have to be me. I just have to get the stuff done. I don't have to know what's going on. Why is this side different than the other side? I don't know. And then... Hop out here. That needs to be like that. That needs to be like that. Doesn't need to be full, but we can throw in some random slabbage and just make that slightly smoother. And I think I think I've somehow constructed this layer correctly. You can see why I'm confused by my own image, right? Like, that is my image, genuinely, top down. It's in a super flat world, so it's grass instead. No, top down looks like this. How am I supposed to know what's going on in my own image? What was my plan? How did I think I was gonna decipher any of this? Did I think I was a prophet or something? I would just know what I meant? No! I have no idea what this means. What I know is that this ends up as a triangle. At some point, this whole mess ends up as a triangle. And I barely know how. Or not a triangle, triangular. Let me be more specific in my phrasing. That's correct already. Okay. Let me be specific in my phrasing, because otherwise you guys might get the impression that I know what I'm doing. Is that supposed to be raised or even? That looks like it's supposed to be even. Okay. See? I have no idea what I'm doing at all. Only two... How did I end up with 2 extra... How many did I start with? Should have been 62. I have no idea how many it actually was. But the plan calls for 62. Okay. That gets covered up. Like, for sure. Wait, was that supposed to be... That had to be like that, right? That was... What? Huh? What are my building plans? What is even going on right now? Okay, you're like... That doesn't make any sense! Why did I make this way? No wonder I'm so confused! I built like a lunatic! Never let me build in creative mode. I seem to forget logic. What am I even looking at? How? What? What? Okay. I know how this build has to end up. Okay. So, I know how this build has to end up, so I can save myself from me. Okay. Would those have been up and like that? I think? Yeah, that seemed like something I would do. Okay. Roof is... Uh-huh. Okay, roof goes up another layer. Obviously, it has to, because of those. Maybe I won't have any of these left over when I'm done. I have to fix my own thought process. What have I done? Okay. This point forward, guided freestyle. Gonna be honest. Cause, like, I know what I have placed in the creative world. I can see my reference for it. That's fine for now. I don't know. So much of this, I feel like I'm gonna have to change later. I don't even know, dude. I have no idea. Yeah. I don't... That's... Is that even... All of this is wrong. Okay, there we go. Now it's not wrong anymore. All of these are full blocks? That makes sense, but is also weird, so I'm not gonna do that. I'm sure it made sense when I was designing it in creative. Because when I'm designing in creative, I can see everything that's happening from afar. But from where I'm standing right now, having removed myself from my own mind and looked at my mind from an outside perspective, what is really my only reaction to any of this? Okay, this and that have to be the same somehow. Oh, wait, hold on. That might be really easy, actually. That might just go like that. No, you're... What? 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 You and you need to be... There's one block between. Okay. Where was I stupid? Where was I stupid? That? Is that what I'm... 1, 2, 3. No, okay. Huh. Okay. Nope, that's the wrong button. Free cam, save me. How? That's where those are supposed to be. That is where those are supposed to be. How did I design this roof? Okay, because here's the thing, right? That needs to be triangular. 1, 2, 3. And then start going back out. Are those at the same? No, okay. So those do have to be one before. Those have to be one before. What am I... Guys, I don't know what I build anymore. What am I on about? Okay. So here's where I am at. This next layer, after the one that I'm building, has a block here. That needs to connect down here. And this needs to be triangular. Now, that solves that, kinda, more or less. This side's the side that's getting me. Because how... That... There's no two that are the same level next to each other. Is this one too many out? Is that the problem? Did I? I would have. That's... Okay, so that's one too many out. Let me get back on top and... The shape of this roof is probably going to need some tidying up at some point. But generally speaking, I now see what I am on about. Let's get these in. And then... How many times did I do that? And then the inside a bit. Okay. Okay. Am I saving it? Is it going okay? This might be going okay. I might be saving it. This doesn't seem sloped enough, though. But I don't know if I can. Not what I meant, not what I meant, and I know it, and you know it, Minecraft. There we go. And then that... Honestly, this just gets covered like that, more or less. Okay. Let's trust me. See, that's... I mean, I don't even know. Something is not right about this side. And I think it's that needs to be up one more on each. And then the underside of each of these needs to be one less. And then that connects like that, maybe? Oh, I don't know. That's not better. That is not better. I'll leave it. I'll leave it. I don't know why it looks wrong. It looks wrong. I don't know. I don't know. The idea looks great. I need to fix the shaping of it, which I think I can do off camera. I just want to have infrastructure that is this big done on camera. That's just something I think. Because, like, this isn't a small build. This isn't like I finished up the pathway off camera. That's not what this is like at all. If that's what this was like, then I would do it off camera just fine. No troubles. Okay. What? Wait. Okay. Is that how that looks on the other side? Is anything how anything looks on the other side? I don't even know, dude. What am I doing? There is the fact that this is a planned out thing, you would not believe it. That this is, if I said that this was not planned in advance, and I just talked like I was making it up on the fly, that would be completely believable. Why is this side? Again, the inside, I think, of this side looks fine. The inside of this side is all messed up. How? What? Okay, hold on. I really just completely... Why is it... Okay, that side is... I don't even know. Okay, oh, yeah, okay. Okay, we'll leave that for now. What? No, wait. No, that looks wrong. That looks wrong. That... Okay, that's... Okay. Side went up one more here. There. And there. And I... Do that. This can't be a full block right here. That, for sure. There's no way that I would have made that a full block. Everything needs to be slopier. Everything is too full block-y. You... Maybe? Is that? With a block on top of you. And there, and there, and then, there? Right? No? Maybe? I don't... And then, the inside looks like this. The inside's a mess, but I never designed the inside. We got to do that one. We got to actually come up with that. I didn't pre-plan that. I mean, it's our Arctic outpost for Fossil, which is the name of the lab, by the way. I finally came up with a name for the lab. We're gonna name it Fossil. I think it's a good name. I need to push that back in one more block now. So, what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna do the roof for it, which is just... It's just flat along the back. The back is simple. If we extend any further out back, it's just gonna stay like that. It's pretty simple. I made it so that we could extend it back like that if we had to. Now, the triangular roof actually serves a purpose, not in Minecraft, but in real life. In real life, in an area that snows a lot, you're gonna want a triangular roof, because you want the snow to fall off, is the idea. If snow builds up, then you end up with a problem of, if it builds up too much, it's actually very heavy. And so a flat roof, things are gonna fall in. The roof's going down. So this means that all the snow is sliding off the sides or down the front here, which I could put a snow pile or something to indicate. But I think what we should do, let's throw in our icicles. Is that a full block? Nope. Oh, where was that? Where was that? That was there. Can I take you? I can. Oh, okay. I didn't think through the icicles very much. I've already broken 2 pieces of glass. Is that the right way around for that to be? I don't even... Maybe? We don't need too many icicles. Just a couple. Just really bring it to life. If I could find anywhere that I could put an icicle. I've done multiple different ways around. What looks better? White to blue looks better. I'm gonna break it. There we go. Okay. Is that enough icicles? Do I think that's enough icicles? I think it is. I think we're good. Okay. And now, how long have we been going for? We've been going for a while. Do I have to keep you guys waiting? I think I have to keep you guys waiting. I'm so sorry. I don't want to keep you waiting, but I genuinely do not have any more time to record today. So, we have an outpost now. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I hope you have an amazing day, and goodbye.